Priya, this is a great little dish. It's my barramundi with Vietnamese spices and caramel. It's got a great flavour to it. And we're going to serve it with a lovely salad and some noodles as well.
Beautiful.
Now, to get it going, I've got this lovely barramundi from my fishmonger. I've left the skin on and cut it into quite large pieces. You want it to be able to cook in the sauce, soak up the flavour and come together beautifully. And you're going to marinate it. I've got some ginger and garlic that's been microplaned already. And if you can pour in there some soy sauce and fish sauce, about 3 tablespoons of soy sauce and about a tablespoon of the fish sauce. And while you're doing that, I've got some lemongrass. And this is the heart of the lemongrass. So I peeled all the outer layers off and then got the heart of it. And that's the really nice,
flavour,
sweet, tender part of it.
Beautiful.
You've got to think of my heart, sweet and tender. Now, I've got some lime there. If you can grab those lime and squeeze them on top as well.
Can do.
And I'll just cut all the way through it. And while I'm here, I'll just do some coriander. Make sure if you are using coriander, wash it really, really well to make sure there's no grit or sand in it. And I always check the bottom of the bowl that I'm washing it in. If there's any grit in there, I wash it again. So there's my little pro tip. And you'll usually find it right down near the actual base of the stem as well. So in goes the coriander and the lemongrass. And a little bit of coconut sugar to sweeten it up. They'll help to give it a lovely flavour. But we do get the caramel flavour from something else that I'll show you later on. Now, Priya, while I'm going to mix this around and get all these flavours together, some daikon, cabbage, red capsicum and carrot, if you can put it through the Magimix and we'll get our salad cracking.
Perfect. Love these rainbows, Richo, and the Magimix Food Processor does a really good job of it.
It does, it does. Now, we're going to get started with putting this together. So in one pan, the large pan here, we're going to start the barramundi. So I'm using some coconut oil. And what I did, this is a little pro tip when you are using the coconut oil, is just put it somewhere nice and warm so it's easy to pour out.
Nice.
It is quite solid at room temperature.
It is, trust me.
Warm it up a little bit, it's ready to go. Now, the barramundi is looking great. I should marinate it for overnight, but just half an hour, maybe 20 minutes is all you need. Now, I'm popping it straight into the pan. It's not too hot. I don't want it sizzling away. I want it to cook nice and slowly and soak up all of those flavours. So in it all goes, and it's looking great, isn't it?
It is. What's the reason for the coconut oil? Is that the flavour of it? Because I tend to use olive oil to cook.
Yes, well, I'm using coconut oil because I love the flavour of it.
Yes.
And it is Vietnamese. They use a lot of coconuts there. Now, I've got a pan here, and what I'm going to do is make the caramel. I'm using some raw sugar, and I'll put it straight into a pan, just like that. And what I want to do is caramelise that sugar, and that's where you get the sweet flavour of it. OK, the barramundi's cooking beautifully and it smells fantastic. The caramel is nearly ready, and I reckon by the time we've got those herbs picked and the salad done, it'll all come together beautifully.
Perfect.
Just a little bit of water in there now, and you'll see what I mean. This will be delicious.
Salad's ready, Richo. I love it. It's got the Vietnamese mint, the coriander, the Thai basil.
All your favourite things in there?
Yes, they are.
If you can pop it on the platter there, and I'll get going with taking the fish off. I've got some noodles here already. These are vermicelli noodles, and I soaked them in hot water, took them out, let them cool down, and I'll put the fish straight on top of it. Looking good.
This looks glorious. I feel like this could have been my meal.
It could have been your meal.
I love barramundi.
Well, we're going to share this together, and you're going to love all that salad as well. That's the thing I love about Vietnamese food. There's really nice flavours, but lots of healthy ingredients as well, which is, I know, your favourite thing. And I take the barramundi off, and then I just pour that caramel sauce all over the top of it. Little piece of barramundi on the top there.
Smells amazing.
It does. Tiny bit of green on top to make it nice and fluffy, and then some deep fried shallots over the top for some crunch, and some peanuts there as well. What do you think of that one?
Match made in heaven.
You know what? We should put the whole lot on, just a whole lot like that.
Oh, beautiful. Wow.
Oh, fantastic.
Wow.
Now let's tuck into it and have a little taste of it. Oh, look at that barramundi. I'll pull that little piece off there. Still moist and juicy, that's what you want, but that caramel flavour, it's beautiful, isn't it?
That is glorious. I love this as well. Really fresh flavours, but that's really rich but not overpowering. I love it.
A little bit of noodles, a little bit of fish, lots of strong flavours, and a big salad to go with it.
Absolute cracker.
Your food, exactly.